do another example. So in this example, it says, a survey was conducted asking the students the type of vehicles, good, type of vehicle driven by their parents. Okay, the responses were collected and recorded as shown below. So here are the responses. So these are the events, these are the possible outcomes that came up of that experiment. Display the data as a frequency table. Okay, so we're going to be doing a frequency table, what we did before, but also a dot plot. A dot plot is very similar to a frequency table, but it's more visual. So you're going to see it in a minute when we do it, how it works. So we're going to do the same. I cheated a little bit. I already have the table here with the titles so that I don't waste as much time as previously. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the sedan because it's what is coming up here. So I'll do here, sedan. Wonderful. And I'm going to cross it. I have it once. And I'm going to go down again and again. So 2 more. And it's not here, aquí, good, and boom, here, and another one, and another one, good. So that means that I have 7 sedans. Wonderful. Then 4WD, 4WD, and I had one, the one that I already crossed, and here another one, 2, and 3. Wonderful. If you don't want to do the tally, you don't have to do it. Like the important columns are the type of vehicle and the frequency. The tally is just a tool that might help you to count. Okay, SUV, the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. You see? So here I didn't use the tally. You decide which one is better for you. Convertible. So 1, 2, and that's it. 2. Then a sports car. 1, that was it. And then a station wagon. And I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Wonderful. Now I'm going to count. In this one, here they're not telling me how many people they interview, but I know here, like if I count how many total answers do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4 columns, so I have 24 responses. So if I did it correctly, my frequency has to add up to 24. So I'm going to do 7 plus 3 is 10, and 6 and 2, 8, 18, plus 1, 19, plus 5, 24. So my total is 24, so wonderful. It adds up to the total responses that I have, so that's correct. So we have done our frequency table. Now, I also have cheated because I already have this. So important things, here we're going to do our dot plot. First thing that I want you to remember always, you always have to put your title, type of vehicle, the same one that I had here. And where did I get that from? From the question here. Can you put the whole thing? Yes, you can put type of vehicle driven by their parents. You can write the whole thing. Here we're using a summary, type of vehicle. There you go. Okay, and here I have my possible solutions. So what you do is you take your pencil and you say, okay, sedan, I had 7. So if I go to the 7, what you have to be very careful here is that you align it. I'm going to try to do my best, because if you have, it's better if you have grid paper. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. And then 4WD came up 3 times. So here, this one has to be, you have to try that is aligned with this one. And this one is aligned with this one. and this one is aligned with this one. Like they have to be at the same height. Otherwise, it's not going to come obvious. So if you have a grid paper, like I can put here grid paper, but it's not going to work. You see, because this is a picture, so that's why it's not working for me. But if you had it like something like this, you have to be careful when you're putting your dots. You just go 1, 2. That will be much easier for you. And then you have underneath here the 4WD, and then you have the USD. But make sure when you have the SUV, for example, here it says 6. I have to make sure that it's at the same height. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I can make them a little bit bigger. Good. Then the convertible, that was the SUV. The convertible, I have 2. I'm going to take this grid because it looks awful like that. It's not useful. Okay, convertible, I have 2. I'm not going to do I'm going to do the station wagon, that is 5, only because it's next to this one, and this one is my guide, so that I know that I'm putting the dots at the same height. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. A sports car, only 1. And now the convertible, the one that was missing, 2. So here, 1 and 2. Wonderful. So this is my dot. That is what is called a dot plot. And as you can see, like it's very clear. I can see it right away and say, yes, sedan had the most responses and sport cars have the least ones. So it's very visual, has the same information that we had in the frequency, but in a more visual way. Fantastic. In the next video, we're going to do more examples. Thank you, girls.